Hello. Today what I want to do is go over the mods and my thoughts on the Henry US Survival Rifle. Now, because of the history of how this rifle developed and came into the hands of the Henry Company, I bought this rifle. It's compact, it's lightweight, and it's rated as a survival rifle. Now, I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out of my backpack right here. And I'm going to put it together. I'm going to set a target up here. I want to show you some mods that I had to do for myself to the Henry for me to actually be accurate. Now, a survival rifle to me has to be accurate. I have watched a lot of videos, and to me it has to be accurate, because if I have to take game, I want to be able to hit what I'm aiming at, because I may be limited with ammo. Now, I have seen a lot of accuracy tests and such, and it's pretty decent. So today what I want to do is, like I said, I'm using the open sights, and I modified them. I do have a little bit of a problem when you get close, it gets blurry, so I am looking through. The back sight's a little blurry, but I can still center it up and such and hit my target. So let's break this open, set it up, and just to get to shooting. Okay, I'll set my pack down. Take off my gloves. And now I have found that it's easiest if I grip two hands, push here on this to get it off, but sometimes I'll put it between my legs and push and it comes off easier. But this has been used a few times. I do have a piece of paracord in here that I can use for many things, but this here is just a little sling that I can throw around this if I get tired carrying it. Although it's very lightweight, it's right around the 3-pound mark. The stock is like 16 inches, so that's why it fits in that little backpack. So I have the receiver, I've got 2 clips that are filled in my pocket, and the barrel. So I'm going to set this all down. I'm going to lay my pack down so I'm not laying it in the snow, and I'm going to set it up. So here it is. I'm going to take the receiver out, the barrel out. There is a guide right here that slides into a slot. So I'm going to slide that on like this. I'm going to pull out my charging handle here, pull back a little bit so that seat's nice and well against here, and then I can screw it on. I'll bring that up closer so you can see. So you can see the slot right there. You can see the pin. I just slide that in like that, and see how this is not flush. I pull back a little bit, it sits flush, and then I can screw it on and just snug it up. Just like that. So I've taken, like I said, both clips out, the receiver plus the barrel. Now I can take and put my butt cap back on. Just snaps back on like that. Now this is offset a little bit right here, but it doesn't feel awkward to me. And the reason that is so the barrel can fit down the side. But this just slides on like that. You hold it, and down here you just screw it on. And snug once again, doesn't have to be, don't come right onto it, because it's going to be hard to get back off. Right there. There we go. Now, my clip. I'm going to put my clip in. Slides in. This here, right there in the trigger. Push that forward, it slides back out. But I'm not going to load this yet. I've just got it in there. So this is what it looks like right now. Okay, I'm going to set a target out there, and then I'm going to show you some mods. So before I show you the mods, I'm going to take a shot. I only took a couple shots after I was finished, and it was pretty decent. So I'm going to take a shot. It's at 20 yards right now, and that's what I want, because you get a squirrel out any further than 20 yards, with my eyes, it's pretty small. And so anyhow, 20 yards is probably what I'm going to see, you know, within 20-25 yards for a rabbit or a partridge anyhow. So, safety's on, load around, you see what this can do. Okay, I'm going to see where that hit. I might have pulled a little bit, but I think it was right on. So that shot, it was about an inch to the right, and it was high. So I'm going to see, fine tune this in a little bit, just see what's going on. Safety was on. Now that one, I think I pulled the second one, but I'm leaning against this tree. It's just going like this. I think I'm better off just doing this here. It seems even more shaky when I try to rest against a tree. But that last one looked like it was right on. I'll go check it out. This one was the first one. That is the one that I pulled a little bit. And that one was the one that I said was right on. So, I do think it's shooting on. I had to just find out basically where, because I am basically looking through the back sight is blurry, so I've got to kind of find out where I put the front sight before. I'm going to take a couple more shots, and I think I've found where it's hitting. So those last three shots, one here, and one there. Now those are rather quick, but this here is basically the size of a rabbit's head. The middle black is about the size of a squirrel's head. So I have putting on the sticker just so we have a new area. This was an old one, that was an old one. These are all the new ones. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There was 7 shots, all right in here. So it's shooting pretty decent. I'm happy with that, and I find that when I'm actually shooting at, you know, trying to harvest game, you don't get as I find trying to hold it and trying to get that center is a lot harder. I know a friend of mine that used to go out and he never missed a animal when he was trying to harvest game. Never missed. But you put him up against a target, he couldn't hit nothing. It was kind of funny. But this year shooting pretty decent. I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to show you the mods. By the way, that's the back. So a pretty good grouping, really. So first off, it was hitting far to the right. No matter what I did, I put it in the center and it was hitting to the right. I had to adjust my sight. You can move it back and forth. Look how far that is over on the barrel. I have to do that to get basically in the center or awful close to it. Otherwise it's about 2 inches. You know, I put this in the center of the barrel, it's about 2 inches off to the right. It also was shooting about 2 to 3 inches low. So in that case, you have to either raise your sight or lower your front sight if you want to raise your pattern. So I tried to raise the back sight. You can raise this up and down, and it was 1/8 of an inch above this. When I looked through the peep sight, I was basically, half of my hole was covered because of this. That's how far I had to move this. I did not like that. And plus, I was thinking, well, my shots are everywhere. Like, I don't understand it. I was getting a little frustrated. So I'm used to using peep sights. And it's not that complicated. You put it in the center. You put it, your front sight right in the center of the hole and on your target. Pull the trigger. I mean, it's not complicated. But this was all over the place. So what I ended up doing is grinding my peep sight off right here. So that's what I'm looking through right there. What it allowed is now I have a U in here. That allows me to use this like open iron sights. It comes down like this, but it has a flat on both sides. So all I have to do is bring the front sight to the horizontal line of this. My problem is those first couple shots, the horizontal line is a little bit blurry. And I couldn't remember if I brought it to the top of the blur line or down. That's why those couple first was off. That's kind of funny, I know, but I don't know what to do about that. You get something this close to my eye and it's blurry. Now the front sight, this still, I had to put it up so high that I couldn't see the shoulders on this. So it was pretty much useless. Only option I had, take down the front sight. So what I did, this is plastic. I took my knife out and I went boom. I cut off 1/8 of an inch off the top of this sight. That allowed me to adjust my rear sight down so I can get the shoulders and I can look through and actually see and hit where I needed to. That's what I had to do. I had to take 1/8 of an inch off the front sight to lower it, and also that allowed that I could do this. Now putting those shoulders on, that's my own preference. That just gives me a horizontal line, because now I can set my sights up like this. Front sight here, back like that. You put it in the center and right across, it's horizontal. You know, it's basically the same thing as iron sights. It works for me. It's still a little bit, you know, just because it is blurry to me, so I'm thinking of possibly painting this a bright color or something that might work. I'm still playing with it, but as you've seen, those were a rabbit, you know, the size of a rabbit head, or other small game. So that there, this, I'm happy with this. It is working. I'm not sure why I have to put the front sight way over to the right. I mean, if it's shooting right, you put it to the right and it brings it over. So I wish it was in the center of the barrel. I don't know. I don't know. You know, this is at 20 yards. I have to have somewhat accuracy. I'm not plinking at, you know, 6-inch round targets and such at 50 yards and so on, right? I want it to be able to hit within, you know, 1 inch to 2 inch. So then I know I can get game with it. This is a survival rifle to me, and I've got to be able to get game with it. That's the main purpose for me. So hope you enjoy this. I'm going to be doing another video on this rifle, possibly a survival kit. You know, with that bag, I can put a bunch of stuff together, include this, you know, and such, plus maybe a grab and go of survival, you know, firearms and such that I would use. So that's going to conclude this video. I want to thank you for watching, and I am really liking this, but I'm liking it more that I can hit something. Still got to play with that back sight, just because, I mean, I put on reading glasses, yeah, I'll be able to see the back sight, but I won't be able to see out there. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do in that case. Not yet. I'll figure it out. Thanks for watching. Take care. All the best.